Oh my God.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah, well, sorry, you caught us letting in a little.
Oh, we were
letting in a little. You caught us.
Joy, let it lie. Well, every little thing gonna be alright. Was the best that could happen. Clear the room for dancing, let in a little joy. Let in a little light. On Sunday night, we'd bleed and laugh and talk. Happy Sunday, y'all. Thanks for dropping by for a spell. Here we are. Same time,
under a
different
spell.
week, under a spell.
But sharing the same sun, sharing the same moon, sharing the same stars. You are the star of this show. So thank you for coming back and letting us shine a light on you, because you are just absolutely amazing. And we're so grateful to you.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree with that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're right on. Yeah. I mean, if these walls could talk, the stories they would tell about you, about us together, we've gotten some grand adventures together. I think you know that. You can probably just think of one right now in your head. So tonight is about how are we responding to life. That means how are we responding to what life has to offer us, or who life has to offer us. It's all about letting more light in, more love, and more life.
Well, you can have life more abundantly.
Yeah.
Or more redundantly.
Ooh,
And what do I mean by that?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, you can just keep looping through the same old stuff, or because you allow the change, because you embrace it and you allow possibility to unfold, you can have life more abundantly. So it's your choice how you respond, abundantly or redundantly.
You know, stay fascinated, be full of curiosity, be open and ready for the challenge or the gift or the beauty that life is ready to extend you. That's what this first song is about. So our assignment of divinement this week is, how are you responding to life? And this would be our theme song. Let's take a little trip down where we used to go, way beyond the strip, place they call your soul. Sit down for a while, let the evening roll. Don't worry about the time, we'll find a place to stay. People around here seem familiar in some way, kinda like we did before we got so cold in the air. Questions say, will we get to do something? How we gonna end up feeling? Are we gonna what you gonna spend your free life on? Free life, free life, free life. right. Raise our ready hands. Let go for the right. And into unknown lands. Lovers need is high. We got these lives for free. Don't know where they've been. Don't know where they'll go. We are through with them. Starlight of the sun, dark side of the moon. In the air, questions saying, will we get to do something? How we gonna end up feeling? Are we gonna end up being what you gonna spend your free life? Oh, free life, free life, free It seems so long ago, those empty afternoons, nowhere much to go in, nothing much to do, but sit up in my room, let the world unfold. But in the air, questions say, will we get to do something? How we gonna end up feeling? We gonna end up being what you gonna spend your free life? Oh, free life, free life, free life. Oh, yes, say
No regrets,
yes.
no regrets, no regrets.
That reminds me
Say.
of that podcast we did on Caravan of the Heart podcast.
Yeah.
With those improvisers,
Oh, right.
improv therapy.
Right.
Yes, and
Right.
that's a great way to respond in life, isn't
That is
it?
true. Right.
Like,
Let's remind them what that looks like.
yes.
And
It looks
let's remind them what that
like
looks
when in improv, when they ask you a question or they say something to you, like, I guess it's when they ask you a question. Would you like to go to the moon with me and have an RC? And you
Yes,
say,
and-
yes, and?
I would like 2 straws.
Oh, why? You don't want to drink out of my straw?
No, if it's you, it's you, but I just want to not make people worry about,
Right, yes.
And-
I understand that because I'm missing a tooth and I'm afraid sometimes it'll fall in the soda pop.
Yes,
right out.
and if it did,
Yes.
the tooth, if it were small enough, could get sucked up through the straw.
Yes, and that's what I was thinking. So, 2 straws it is.
They're probably like, I
What?
learned nothing. I'm much more confused than when I tuned in.
Okay, here's an example. So we had amazing opportunity to play music for adults with different abilities, and it's such a gift. They're just so open-hearted and such an exchange. And one time we got a call from the coordinator there, and she always liked to have themes for her shows that we would do, and then we would always just sing. She was like, I was wondering if you could do something special for St. Patrick's Day. I'm thinking like puppets. Do you all do puppets? And I was on the phone and I said,
And I was not.
yes. And we could do an Irish puppet show. And she said that would be perfect. And hung up. And there we were. Yes, ending our lives. And we did do an Irish puppet show. And it was
Terrible.
horrifying.
Yeah.
But I think they laughed anyway, because it was so horrifying. It was like so
Well,
bad.
we laughed. We laughed our way through the whole thing.
With our bad Lucky Charms accents.
Yeah, it was terrible. Oh my gosh.
But Ann Wall, you would have done a much better puppet. She's an official puppeteer.
Right.
I mean,
We're
she
amateurs.
is- oh yeah, maybe we can take one of her classes or something. Yeah. But think of a time in your life when you said yes, and you showed up in a way that you didn't think that you could.
But it ended up being fun, or it
Yeah.
ended up creating an opportunity that wouldn't have been there otherwise,
Yeah.
It's about responding and not responding.
Sorry, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
We could talk or not talk for hours.
It is retrograde, so
We're gonna
I'm
get
blaming
really-
this on retrograde.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to be a little quirky tonight and it's obviously retrograde.
It's the heat. It's the heat.
It's not so much the heat; it's the stupidity.
Right.
But one of our favorite lines is in Best in Show. If you've seen Best in Show, oh my God! And one of the best lines is from Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And she's talking about her elderly husband and how we talk about soup.
They have so much in common. We could talk or not talk.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not talk. But this next song is about responding to the people in your life. Like you're living this life and you're having these incredible experiences, but if you don't have anyone to share it with, did it really happen? It's like the tree in the forest, It's like having the gift of sharing your experience, and the exchange of that is a response. It's responding to life. It's sharing your experience with others. So think about how blessed you are and all the different people in your life that you have.
And responding in such a way that there's someone there to tell your stories to, right? And create stories with.
The Brandy Carlisle song. across the mountain tops, swam all across the ocean blue, crossed all the lines, I broke all the rules. Baby, I broke them all for you. Oh, 'cause even when I was flat broke, made me feel like $1,000,000. It's true, I was made for you. You see the smile that's on my mouth, hiding the words that won't come out. All my friends who think that I'm blessed, they don't know my head's a mess. Oh, they don't know who I really am. They don't know what I've been through like you do. I was made for you. All of these lines cross my face, tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. These stories don't mean anything. You got no one to tell them to. It's true, I was made for you. Yes, it's true, I was made for you. We send that out with a special tip of the hat to Miss Lucy and a very special birthday. And just grateful that we were made for each other. We love you so much.
We do so much. We're
And-
wearing top hats.
I know. Sorry, we were going casual tonight, weren't we? We're just feeling
Yeah,
like,
and we were just, it's hot and they're felt, and so these breathe.
yeah, breathable hats. That's how it's got to be, you know. Oh yeah, I see what our next song is. Well, do you see it? We tape up our little set list on the light
Right beneath you there.
because we are professionals, and we don't even know what our fifth song's going to be tonight, but we're responding.
Oh my gosh, we didn't pick it, did we? All right, in the moment, that's how we always did it. So we're going to know at the same time? Or not?
Because we're responding.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to respond appropriately. I just don't know if I'm going to need the guitar or the accordion, so
Right now, you won't know yet.
I won't. Neither will you, or do you know?
I
I
do
don't
know.
know if she knows. Do you know if she
Oh my God, are we quirky enough for you this evening?
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hopefully.
Are you feeling a little quirky? That's what-
Quirky's good, though.
I love quirky.
Quirky's not, like, there's no
What-
wrong answers with quirky.
What did I say about you in high school when I had my secret crush
She
on
called
you?
me, she said I was a quirky, confident loner. But I wasn't
That's
really
my
a loner.
type.
That sounds creepy.
It
Like, that could
does.
be like,
Serial killer. You and the Unabomber.
oh my gosh.
That's the type.
But thank you for
No,
that.
I loved that. Yeah, confident.
Quirky,
quirky.
Confident in my quirky.
You weren't so much, well, you were kind of a loner at that time. You know, we've been a loner for a few years now, haven't we?
Oh, gosh.
Maybe that's what's going on.
Okay, let's play music. Let's our own conversation. We don't do this constantly. Actually, there's a lot of silence in this house, right?
See? We can talk or not talk for days, right?
See, we proved it.
They're going to be worried about us. Okay. Well,
it's the heat.
It is. So this next song it's a heart opener.
Oh, gosh, we're going to this.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Because talk about responding to life, it's not always responding to great opportunities or to beauty or to, you know, something openly loving. It's also responding to those who don't know how to love you properly, don't know how to love themselves properly, so they can't love you. Those who've hurt us, and this is about responding with grace to life and the difficult times. And this is about forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others. It's one of the most freeing things that we can do in response to life, is to say, I surrender it. I surrender it. It's not mine to hold or carry. It happened. I heal myself in the situation, and I let the rest go.
Right, when you release it, you're released.
Yes.
And then you can have that free life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a choice again in how we're responding to life.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we hold on to it, it's holding on to us,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so you have this beautiful, beautiful opportunity to respond in ways that expand your life,
Mm-hmm.
that improve your life, that enhance your life, you know?
Mm-hmm. I guess one of the biggest forgivenesses I had to do in my life was to forgive my father, because he was very abusive, physically and emotionally, and it was crippling. It really almost broke my spirit. And I was very angry, and I was also afraid of him, I think, a little bit. You know, like he had this kind of power over me. I would be nervous around him, afraid I was going to do the wrong thing, even though I didn't really. This was long after I, lived in his household. Still, just that kind of echo of pain and of abuse is still there. And why would you forgive someone who was so horrible to you? You know, you do it because, number one, really first, it keeps you tied to them if you don't. And I could see that I needed to just let it all go, because it gave him power over me in the present. But if I let that all go, then I could move forward freely into the future. And then I came around to a place of compassion for him, his upbringing, seeing that he was literally doing the very best he knew how to do in life. And yes, maybe it wasn't what I had hoped for or what I deserved even, maybe. But we all deserve grace. And if I want grace for myself, I had to give it to him. And as I started to forgive him more and more, I became freer and freer with him until I just had compassion for him as a human being trying to make it in this world. And I could even see past the negative and actually hold some of the positive and the good that he did as a father too. So it actually gave me back some of my joyful memories, because it wasn't all tainted in unforgiveness and pain and anger. So how are you going to respond to how you're being treated or how you're moving through life? Is there a different way you can respond to someone that you know that you feel tethered to in an unhealthy or painful way? And that's the question we ask. And we also just ask, amplifying, calling up grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
scars made by your hands, wounds so deep they keep opening. You came to show what sharp edges do, the daggers that pierced you pressed into me too. You made a minefield of me, hidden destructions buried so deep I can't recall how I'm keeping them all back. See the devastation they leave. The war is over, the battle rages on, no matter which side of the line you're on. Oh, walking wounded, now bed just so broken. Oh, walking wounded, how can I beg for grace? Turn around, deny you the same. But if I let this go, doesn't mean it didn't happen. Means it's not still happening. If I let this go, doesn't mean you don't own it. Means it doesn't own me. The shadow of a thief sought to steal my light from me. You entered my home, but I still hold the key. So I built iron fence, locked myself in, so I'd never be caught in those clutches again. Now I can't tell if I'm in heaven or hell, or which side of the cell I'm in. Oh, walking wounded, not bad, just so broken. Oh, walking wounded, how can I beg for grace? Turn around, deny you the same. But if I let this go, doesn't mean you don't own it. Means it doesn't know me. If I let this go, doesn't mean it didn't happen. Means it's not still happening. Ah. broken. Oh, walking wounded, I believe. Go in peace. I release. Go in peace. Untie, 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 untie. Thank you for responding with your love and your hearts and your grace and your generosity, your kindness in this world and to us. We love you. We're so grateful to you. And we'll be right back. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
See, you answered the door. That's a nice way to respond.
I was hoping for a joke.
Oh, knock, knock.
Who's there?
A joke.
A joke who?
It's that funny. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange.
No, wait, it's supposed to be banana. Knock, knock.
Oh, shoot, Banana who didn't appear in the knock knock joke till too late to tell it. Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
We all are. What we're
They
doing.
might be worried if we are all here, though, you know? We don't want to feed that thought. We are all here. We're all in.
Yes, we
We're
are.
especially all in, if you haven't noticed, we're all in on our love. Because that is the antidote every single time.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Love.
Love who?
Love whoever's answering the door.
I thought you were going to say love who too.
I love food twos.
But every single moment is this invitation to love more, to love a little more, to expand a little more, to embrace others more. And so if we accept that invitation and respond to life in that way, then that is living life more abundantly. There's much more possibility that can unfold in a loving heart. So we've moved through forgiveness, and that opens up, when you release like that, that opens up space for love to dwell. And where love dwells,
Possibility dwells.
that possibility dwells, and freeing up your life and your heart is right there. So
Yes.
ask yourself this question tonight, and how are you going to respond?
Yeah. Can you
Is your
respond?
love enough?
Can you respond with even more love than you think you could? I remember when we were playing, it's a long story, but I'll just tell you this part of it. We were playing at the entrance of the Atlanta Arts Festival, thinking that we were opening for Tony Bennett. We were, but we were playing at the entrance as people were coming in to see Tony Bennett. So I was a little bit deflated, and to add insult to injury, this woman who was just
Strung out on drugs.
hyped up on crack stood in front of me while I played and mocked everything I did. It was like a horror film. And I thought, oh my gosh. In that moment, I was like, I can't even believe this is happening. I'm like singing, and she's like, you know, and I'm just like, is
So
this
how did
real?
we respond?
So we responded we were afraid to laugh because we didn't want to hurt her feelings or upset her.
Oh, I meant to the situation in general.
We responded with love.
And we jumped in the fountains in our fancy long dresses.
That's right. I
And
mean,
danced.
what else are you going to do? I had that moment where I was so angry at her for just, you know, like setting me on fire after all this other had happened. And she did set me on fire. She totally obliterated any ego or any kind of personal reality or identity I had about myself, and I had an opportunity to just let it all go, see what really mattered, and see if I could extend my, transform my frustration and my anger and sadness into love, and actually just embrace her with love, embrace the moment with love. And then it became something beautiful, and actually she just kind of disappeared. So when you respond with love, it's a very powerful thing. You can transform energy, you can transform people's response most of the time. And even if you can't change them, you change yourself. And that's where it all begins and ends anyway.
Everything is felt inside of here. So this is your whole world is inside of here. And so how you respond shifts everything in the moment for you. And this is just a reminder to invite love in a little more, because that'll do the trick every time.
Every time. It's a Michael Francis song. So it goes on, 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 on and on for 1,000 years. 1,000 years, I say. Yes, it goes on, 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 on and on. What language are your tears? How they feel. So it goes on, 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 on and on for 1,000 years. 1,000 years, I say. Yes, it goes on, 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 on and on. But language are your tears.
love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love? What Mother Nature gets, mankind refused to let live, taking the universe in their own hands. Oh yes, Lord, short-circuiting the positive, charging the negative, causing the most unusual circumstances. Every day we rise again, but our love will fight again, hoping that our hearts will receive our love token. Blessed words we speak again, lovely words to do, my friend, for us to live in this here garden of Eden. Tell me, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love some more? Is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Yeah, is your love enough? Can you love? Boy, if every time you can just respond a little bit more.
A little more love.
And love.
And you know that's not,
changes.
it's not even just for yourself, which it is, but it's also for other people, and it's for all living beings.
Right.
Just responding with a little bit more love.
Puts more love in the world. And what does love do? It makes the world go round.
And how can I love this earth and these animals and these living beings just a little bit more? How can I love them just a little bit more?
It's very easy. Because they're lovable and they're loving.
They sure are. Speaking of more loving.
All right, so you promised we would do something random.
And here we are. We didn't know what number 5 was, and I think it's responding with humor.
Okay.
Respond with laughter. Don't forget, life is just a big joke, and you're the butt of it. Is that right? I saw
The
that
bud, like B-U-D?
Yes.
I like
Yes.
that.
That's
rather than
even
the
better.
butt of it.
You don't like butts? I like butts,
Well,
and I cannot lie.
I just mean, like, what if you were the butt of it? Life is a big joke and you're the butt of it.
Yeah, you're
Like the buddy
"But-"
pal or the
Oh.
bud that is blooming.
Yeah, or maybe you're the butt, like, but what if everything does work out?
Oh, okay. I like
But
that butt.
what if we...
Like the 1T butt, not the 2T butt.
Okay, let's include all the butts in the buds. Let's do it. Let's be buddies with all the butts.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so what's the song?
We're butt buddies. What?
What's the song?
This song here is about retrograde, which we are in right
shoot.
now, okay? And this song is a silly song. It's a very silly song.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's so important. Please, as much as possible, laugh your butt off, right?
I think we have
Again.
proven tonight we can be very silly.
Hopefully, we proved it.
Well, I mean, we're not
Okay.
trying to prove it.
Right.
We're just being silly.
How does one do something like that anyway?
They don't.
So this is about, when, oh Lord, child, poor Renee, just walking through the house. Ow! Oh!
I do. Lately I'm having more little minor accidents.
And it happens during retrograde. Things are just a little cattywampus.
Yeah.
My mother was enjoying watching.
You had a great word for it. It was Anyway, I heard you talking to her on the phone and you were like, oh, you're a little more. Okay, I don't remember.
Oh, man.
It was a great word that you never used. Started with
Wow.
a P. Okay. We'll figure it out later. And we'll put it in the comments.
what was
and I'm
it?
sure you're on the edge of your seat.
I know, this is a wordle for you.
Oh, okay.
So let's describe
Started
what...
with a P, and it was basically like people's mishaps.
Right.
And you said, oh, you were just enjoying all those P word things today. All right.
Let's see if someone by the end of the song...
Gosh.
I think
You might remember,
Debbie or
though,
Cindy
you
will
used
get
it.
it.
It was 2 syllables.
2 syllables, but I never use it, so it just kind of came.
Yeah, and now
And
it's gone.
now it's gone.
Okay.
I won't use it again for another year, probably.
I've never heard you in 26 years use it.
Wow.
I know.
Is it an old-timey word or just a big word?
No, it's a P word with 2 syllables. All right, Wordle. Word that.
Mishaps.
Like a mishap. Like she was enjoying, isn't that what was happening? She was kind of enjoying seeing people's quirks all day and
Yeah, the
mishaps.
perplexities. No, not that.
Shoot. All right.
Now I can't do the song because I'm going to think about what this word is.
Well, let's
No, I
let
can
them do
it.
that.
Okay.
We'll do the song.
What?
How does that?
You know who'll know? Chris Voight will know. Hi, Fran. She's in retrograde. She's in retrograde. Rich and no colors, starting to fade. She's in retrograde. He's in retrograde. Rich and no colors, starting to fade. Wrong way down a one-way street, tripping over yourself and dragging your feet. Tongue-tied, everyone you meet. Telephone a ring, hello.
Wrong number.
Wish your head was an answering
I'm
machine.
not home right now. Leave your message after the beep.
Locked out, lost your keys. Can't see the forest for the trees. She's in retrograde.
are freaked out. Cross-legged at the fork in the road, even the scarecrow don't know which way to go. Puzzle with a missing piece. You're a prima ballerina with 2 left feet. Pull, supposed to push the door. You're a crowded elevator stuck between 2 floors. 20/20 vision on a blind date. Off your axis, should have had a V8. Retrograde, he's in a retrograde. Bridging of colors, starting to fade. She's in a retrograde, he's in a retrograde. Bridging of colors, starting to fade. Space invaders come to town. What goes up might not come down. Eclipsed by your own shadow into the twilight zone. Zodiac can be a monkey on your back, try to crack the code, but it's got you out of whack. Planets are the usher to the seats of your soul, and you are the star. I'm your twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. Whatever that was, it was.
It was. We responded.
And it was.
Hopefully there's still someone there responding. But I do want to thank you sincerely for responding so sweetly to us. I know you mentioned it earlier, but I just have to mention it again. At a time in our lives when we truly are trying to reinvent ourselves, figuring out, getting shows, figuring out how to supplement for the shows that we can't get, you are here responding to us with compassion and grace, showing your loving kindness and support, and it means so much, and it truly, truly sustains. So thank you. Thank you for showing us love. Your love is more than enough, but we thank you for all the ways that you show it. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to take a quick screen break, come back for one more song. Yeah, give me 5. And a shake. We love you. We'll be right back.
So how are you going to respond? How are you going to respond to life in every moment, whatever comes your way? You're going to respond with more love. You're going to respond with grace. You're going to respond with humor and lightheartedness. Are you going to respond by revealing and sharing, exchanging? Are you going to respond with the fullness of your life?
And you'll know how you're responding because it's either constricting or expanding. When you feel more expansive and more abundant, you're in your love zone. Yeah, you're responding to life with love and trust. When you're constricted, then you're in that kind of what I said, like the redundant zone, in some kind of loop, and it's trapped, and it feels, life feels tight.
Yeah.
You know, so
Feels
choose.
deadening.
You'll know the difference. That's just in a very easy little gauge right there.
Just an easy flow of response. And, you know, it's really interesting when you can allow those moments, those pauses before you respond. Those are really nice because they can inform, like, the most imaginative, the most loving, and the most unexpected way to respond, just by taking those moments. Like in this song, you've heard the story of when a bird hit the window of our cabin. We went out to check on it. It seemed unresponsive, but maybe there was a little heartbeat there, and we didn't know what to do. We prayed over it, and Renee, in that moment, in that pause of response, of just being there for a second, Renee heard, "Show it the sky." And we turned facing the sky, and the bird flew off. And also, your dad was an inspiration for this song, and because he also was in that space of receiving guidance, right?
Right. And he prayed, and he heard God say, there's something better for you. So that's what we wish for you, something better. What that little bird did when it saw the sky and lit off, it had shifted, it had pivoted away from the wall, away from a way that seemed no way, into absolute possibility, ability, and limitlessness. And so there's something better for you. Believe in that. Respond to life that way. Expect it. Expect it. Expect a miracle. And we wish you something better.
Singing now and shaking some booty. One foot on the shore, one in the bowl. Ready to make a move, will you sink or flow? Time to trust, time to choose. You know what you have to do. There is something better for you. Torn apart, ripped in two. Fairy tale you believe did not come true. Let go of someone you love the most. Hardest thing you've had to do. There is something better for you. Can't believe it, wanna receive it. Something better for you. Hang on, there is something better for you. Clouds are lifting, tide is shifting, something better for you. Hang on, there is something better, there is something better, there is something better for you, yeah, yeah, yeah. There is something better, there is something better, there is something better for you, yeah. Bottom fell out, the roof caved in. Rug pulled out from where you stand. Fire and swap put an end to your maze. Now what will we do? There is something better for you, yeah. Won't need wing to confuse to fly. Turn your trembling heart from the wall. Show in the sky. Turn the page on tragedy. Tell yourself a better story. There is something better for you. God believe it, wanna receive it. Something better for you. Hang on, there is something better for you. Clouds are lifting, tide is shifting. Something better for you. Hang on, there is something better. There is something better. There is something better for you. And better, better. There is something better. There is something better. There is something better for you. Yeah, yeah.
heart. Joy over pain, light over dark, love over fear is the prayer of my heart. Joy.
Joy over pain.
Joy.
There's a
Joy.
response.
There's a birthday boy named Joy who's celebrating.
Joey.
Joey.
Oh, happy
Celebrating
birthday,
40 years. We got to do a happy birthday to
I know
Joey.
we do.
It's Joey's. Will you guys sing with us? Will you sing with us? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Boo-boo-ba-doo-boo. Happy birthday, dear Joey. Happy birthday to you. Oh.
We love you, love you, love you.
Oh my God.